I'm Samantha Beddoe. My company is Revive Holdings. So I'm director, sole director of Revive Holdings. Been going probably about 4 years in that particular company. And the sort of projects that I like to find are old, unused, unloved buildings that I can create and convert into new homes for people. About 3 years now. So the services have been estimating, cost consultancy, tendering process, and the actual project management start to finish. So before finding Syndicate, I was using an architect, so the architect had done the drawings, but then I asked the firm to do the services of kind of the project management, but the contract administration, doing the valuations with the contractor on the last projects to make sure that what they were putting forward for their invoices on a monthly basis was accurate with the work that had actually been done. The building I was looking at in particular, I wanted to explore. It had some unusual shapes and features in it, so I wanted to be able to explore how could we get over those, what would be the costs. For instance, if I was producing 1-bedroom flats or 2-bedroom flats, what's the difference there? Is it going to be viable to do 1 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms? Make that comparison. Help with a little bit of block planning, and then estimating the cost to ensure that it was going to be a viable project before I put the offer in. I didn't look at other project managers or cost consultants, the reason being that I'd been recommended Syndicate by an associate who highly recommended Dan and his company, so that's the reason that I came to Syndicate. So I'd followed my associate had done a project with Dan and Keisha, and I'd followed that project through, so I knew the challenges that had gone through in that project, the challenges that they'd experienced with working with the contractor and the site manager, and how that had been managed by Dan, and I was happy with what I was hearing about how he managed that whole project. So that's the reason I wanted to speak to Dan and see how I could work with him. So obviously I interviewed him and decided that he was somebody that I would be able to work with, because it's obviously a close working relationship with your project manager, and I needed to be confident that working with Dan was going to be great for me. Lines of communication, knowledge and experience, all of those sort of things I took into account with our first meeting.